So what is a deal packager and how can you make money from it? That's exactly what I'm going to be breaking down in today's video. So deal packaging, people get really confused about it, and I think it's because you could be a sourcer, you could be a deal packager, you could be a portfolio builder. The simple way of thinking about being a deal packager and building up that as a business is you're essentially an estate agent. But instead of working for the vendor, the person selling the property, instead you are paid by the investor or the buyer of a property, and you're packaging up the property. So the property could be packaged just as a property by negotiating the price, getting a discount, whatever it is, maybe adding value, doing a lease extension, whatever it is. But really it's about the service that you're putting around it. The pro of this is you're exchanging your time, your value, your expertise in return for that money. And also you don't need to put any money into the property. So there's zero liability if it's done in the right way. So how do you do it and how do you make money? Number one is get compliant. You need to be compliant when you're doing these things. Not enough trainers out there talk about the compliance. So where it's the anti-money laundering, registering for the Information Commissioner's Office, the ICO, to make sure you're compliant with managing people's data, or the basic insurances you need with the property ombudsman, etc. You have to understand the compliance and you need to get it in play. Yes, it's boring, but you need to have the right foundations to build the skyscraper. Number two, understand your service level. Now, I'm not saying go and find a load of properties. I think that's terrible advice. Something you'll hear people say, find a great deal and the money will follow. Terrible advice given by people that don't truly understand the industry. No, you cannot risk that because you're going to pay off the vendors, you're going to piss off the estate agents, and you need to make sure you've got this stuff in place. So you get a basic understanding of the service level. So I'm going to find buy-to-lets in Leeds, and what sort of prices are they? What sort of rents are they? What do I think I can negotiate? What makes Leeds great compared to other areas? What return on capital can I get them? What yields are there? And other things, what schools are in, infrastructure that's going to do that. And this is very top level stuff that I'm going to put forward. Number three, I'm going to go out and find the money first. So for example, I might say, hey, if you've got 100,000 or more, hit yes below and I'll be in touch with one of my team members. A load of people, when I'm putting content out, they say yes, I get in touch with them and I get on the phone and talk to them about how I can help them build a successful property portfolio, and I'm going to talk to the investors first. Number four, I'm going to grow a pair of balls and I'm going to ask them for a retainer. So many people are way too scared to actually ask for the money. You can't get paid up front. Well, that's absolutely rubbish. I have around £400,000 worth of fees in an account here that is a retainer for my services. Think of being a personal shopper here. If you're going to go out and find clothes for, let's say it's a personal clothing shopper, you're going to get paid your fee up front and then you deliver your service. This is the same in a lot of industries, by the way, but a lot of amateur deal packagers won't take a commitment fee up front. Now, if somebody's not willing to pay me a commitment fee that somebody else is, why on earth would I spend the time with somebody that isn't going to put their hand in their pocket? I'm obviously going to put my time, effort, and value into people that have decided they're going to pay me up front. So ask for a retainer. For myself, I charge £6,500 plus VAT upfront per property, and we usually sign people up to 2. Maybe if you're starting out, maybe you just want to take 50% upfront and 50% on exchange, but it's so important that you get the commitment up front so that you can give your full commitment to the investor. Number 5, facilitate the deal up front. So this sounds really simple, and it is, because you've got the deal up front, you've got the details up front too in order to facilitate. So you've done your anti-money laundering checks, you've got your proof of funds, you've got your proof of address. So when you're going in and submitting these offers on behalf of your investor, you've also got their permission to submit their proof of funds to secure the deal for them. Imagine the power when you're talking to an agent, an estate agent, direct to vendor, where you go, hey, look, here's how I'm buying it. This is my investment partner. Here's their details. Will you accept this offer? Yes, great. Call your investor. Dave, great news. I've got the property and you're ready to move forward. So I'll just run through those top 5. These are the top 5 things you need to do to become a successful deal packager. Number 1, get your compliance in place. Number 2, get a basic service level and an understanding of your property that you're going to be able to facilitate. Number 5, go and find the money, talk to your investors, do content, and focus 70 to 80% of your time on your investors first. Focus on the money and the deal will come, not the other way around. Number 4, make sure you get retained upfront. Now I charge $6,500 per property upfront and I sign them up to 2, but you might do 50% upfront, 50% of exchange. And then finally, number 5, facilitate on the property. I hope this has been valuable. If it has and you want to find out more about property and watch more videos like this, make sure to hit the subscribe and the notification bell. And if you got value, let me know in the comments, hit the like button, and I'll respond to every single one. See you in the next video.